Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Gypsy here at the Paper Lion. What we are going to do today is make some some ticket styled tags, little layered tags. And I know a lot of you have seen the tag, like the ticket technique where you punch the little holes out, but we're going to be doing a little bit more organic today. But before we get into that and all of the supplies that we're going to need, I just want to say welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody is doing great. It is Thursday here in Texas. So if you're new here, thank you for being here. Hit the subscription button, thumbs up, notification bell. And for my returning subscribers, I appreciate you guys for being here. New subscribers, thank you for joining the family or the friend group here. And with that, let's get started. Basically, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to use a little bit of washi. I hardly ever use my washi tape, so we're going to be using some of that. I got a little bit of little brown paper there. Deli paper will work. Of course, my stamp, I'm going to be using like a stamped background. And of course, I'm going to be just using some of these little flower and like animals tickets that I got from Temu. And some glue. I do have new glue bottles, courtesy of my daughter, since she ruined my last one. So I got 2 brand new ones there. And okay, let's get started. We're going to need a little ink. And basically what we're starting off, I pre-did some before I got started. That's what we're going to be working with today. But I just want to kind of show you how I got to that point. I basically have these little cardstock cutouts that I had cut some things out and had this left over. And of course, you guys know I don't like to throw anything away, so I'm finding a way to use that. If you want to cut your own, these are measuring roughly about 3.5 by 2-ish, or close to 2, 3.5 by 2. And basically it's so simple how I got my little cool ticket-like edges. I just basically kind of, with my fingers, kind of got an area that I wanted to do, kind of put that up there, and I'm just tearing the corner in like a circular or like a half circle like that. And I'm just going around and doing all 4 edges or 4 corners like that. And just so simple like that. Now, of course, if you like the method of, cutting them with the hole punch, you can do that. But when I was getting ready to do these tickets, I could not find my hole punch. So what do they say? The necessity is the mother of invention. Well, that's how I invented these little corners. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it regardless, either way. So anyway, I mean, if you feel like your little circle is not like perfect, of course you can go back and fiddle with it however you want to do it. But I just kind of like it because it looks almost like a burned edge or like, rustic torn edge. But anyway, so that's just the base. That's the basis of what we're doing. And so from there, we are going to do a little stamping. I'm going to bring over a piece of paper to use as a background. Actually, yeah, I don't have my plastic thing here with me today, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to get up. And as you can see, we're just going to be using little, odds and ends to kind of, build this up. So first what we're going to do is go through and stamp the backgrounds. And for that, I'm just going to be using words today, like a word stamp. You can use flowers. You can do whatever you want to. I'm just kind of using one of my favorite. I got these stickers these stamps from Temu. Absolutely love that set. And I am just going to get some ink on here and go from there. As I said, you can color these whatever you're gonna, whatever you choose. Totally up to you. I'm going to put these kind of close together so I can get more than one stamped at a time. Okay. How are you guys doing? Oh, I have some exciting news for you guys. I already told one of my subscribers because we kind of like communicate via email. You know, it's gotten to that point. Like I said, everybody here I consider friends. But I have, you know, I've been saying for a while on this channel that I kind of wanted to get a space to sell from. And I finally did. I took out a lease on a warehouse. You know, it's not a huge warehouse, but it's got like an office attached to it. So, you know, I'll be able to, you know, have a space to create from, you know, so I'll be moving all of my crafting supplies and stuff there. And then I will be I have an area to like work with my antiques that I do and a place to ship those off and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited for that. I've already put my deposit down, as I said, and I will be moving into that in the 1st of December. If everything goes well, I'm so excited. It's like 30 minutes away from my house, but you know, that's fine. It's not too bad. A lot of the ones I had been looking at to begin with were like almost an hour away. So to find something, you know, this close and in a nice neighborhood, you know, really is, you know, good. And it was in my price range. So I'm so happy about that. So I will be keeping you guys updated with that. When I get my key, you know, because he's doing some things. I asked for some things to be done in there, not like major things or anything like that, but a few repairs that I wanted to have done that would make it, you know, work smooth or like look better for me, you know. And so that stuff is being done now. That's why I'm not moving in until December. And this month was already almost over anyway, so I didn't really want to go in a half month because I still got to pack all my stuff up. And so I didn't want to spend my whole first month packing and, you know, to an empty place. So I was like, you know, that'll give me time to get all of my stuff sorted and get ready for the move. And then that'll give him time to do what he's going to do as well. Anyway, so now we got all of that stamped just like that. I think these are lovely just like that. If you wanted to just add a little something or leave it like that as a journaling space, I think even at that state, they're really cute. And at this point, you could go through and mass make a bunch of these cute little guys just that easy. Okay, so what I did on this one, I did have some stamping in the background, but to me, well, it's there. You can see a little bit. It was like a flower. So it's you don't have to do it if you don't want to. That's completely up to you. We are going to use some book page because I already have some book page here at the counter at my desk. With this one, I used a little bit of music page, but you can do, you know, whichever you want. And you know what? I just might go and get some music page because I thought I had book page and I don't. So I will go grab some music page and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back and I went and picked out this what is this? Harm's album. I can't talk. Album for Harman chord organ. So I'm just going to take a sheet out of here because I only need like, I think, that's cute. My Wild Irish Rose. And then it's his mother, which is crazy because my mom's name was Rose. Anyway, let's find another. I like that too. I'll see you again. Okay, Zignure. Okay. So we're just going to take this. Wow. This is even funny because my name is Gypsy. That's so funny that I picked up this book. That's crazy. Anyway, so I'm going to just take a couple of these pages, not a couple of these pages, but I'm going to take this page and kind of rip it up. Let me see. Let's see how many do we have here. I've got, I think it's 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 8 that we're going to do today. So let's go ahead and just kind of rip this up a little bit into a size that we could possibly use for here. I'm going to use it to the side. So I'm just going to rip. I think that will work. I think that's a good size. Let's go a little smaller on that, just so that we can see everything. And then let's do that again with some about like that. I think we should be able to get 4 out of each of those. So let's see. Yes. Do that. This morning when I was going to work, because I usually head out around like 6-ish in the morning, and I was outside of my bedroom window. Of course, my my blinds were closed, obviously, because I'm not going to just have my blinds open. And I was looking, and I was looking at my thing, and it was like a glitch in the matrix or something, because it was like I could see a TV. You know how like when you're watching TV in a dark room, and the reflection, you can see it flickering to different scenes or whatever. And so I sat outside of my bedroom window, and I could see like a TV, like the reflection of a TV playing. Now, of course, the TV in my room was on, but through closed blinds, you wouldn't have been able to see it reflecting on my window. So I just thought that was like the craziest thing. And I sat there and I even recorded it, because I was like, what is going on? But it was so funny, because I'm like, how in the world is that possible? But anyway, so that was my glitch in the matrix. Have you guys ever had like something weird happen like that you just can't really explain? And since I was in, since I was in like in the parking lot, obviously there was no TVs playing out in the parking lot, and there was no there were no apartments. I live in apartments, but there's no apartments directly behind where I was parked, because it was the parking lot and like the area where you drive. So I just thought it was so funny or weird. I'm like, what in the world is going on? But anyway, so that was my funny little story from this morning. I don't know, it was just weird to me. Have you guys ever experienced any like unusual things like that? I don't want to say paranormal or anything like that, because I don't get off into that, but just something that you're like, how is that possible? But anyway, but yeah, I am so excited. I haven't really been excited for a lot of things for a long time. And, this one thing I'm like super, super excited about, because, I love what I do. And I think being able to have it, like have your own space doing what you love is, great, that you can open to the public or whatever. And, and of course, that means a bigger opportunity to make money. Okay, so let's see. How did I layer these? I think I put down a piece of, it looks like I put a piece of washi tape down first. I made this little one last week, guys, and just now getting around to it. So, we're going to decide, we're going to go through and decide which one we're going to be putting on each one. That way we can know what color. I'm going to go ahead and separate these out so I can know which one is going with what. So when I pick out the colors for them, it'll be easier to do that. So I'm just going to separate that really quick. And I'll be back when I've finished sorting these out to where I want them. Okay. It turns out I actually had 9 of the little these tags. So the one that I did on screen with you guys is actually perfect. I went ahead and tore up another little piece of paper to do with that. So we're going to start off with this pink one. I am going to add a little bit of ink, I think, to just to the edges of these. I like the way it looks with this. And I see that some of these have little pieces. Looking for my scissors. You know, I'm always looking for something. always looking for something. Scissors. Now that's one thing that I should have at my table. And you guys know that my daughter is always in here, so I'm wondering if she hasn't had a hand in my scissors moving, which I wouldn't even be surprised. So we're just going to use our nails today. This paper is kind of thin, so I think it'll be okay. But I do want to get them, I like to get the most out of my stuff, so I'm going to separate the little pieces where I can. Now we're just going to go through, and since, actually I had, like I said, I put down some washi tape first, so I'm just going to find a little washi tape that would go with this. You can just pick whatever one you want. But I'm just going to put some of that right across there. And then I can just push that to the back. And now we're going to glue this down first. Okay. Kind of off to the side here. And then I glued this down over here, somewhere like that. Actually, I had stamped this first. I realized that now. So I'm going to go through and hit this with like a little bit of stamping. And then what else do we have on here? Now I'm going to add just another little piece of washi tape down here in this corner. And let's see, what else do I have? Now on this one, I did go back and stitch it. You guys can do that, or you don't have to. I took a little piece of little paper like this. Actually, it was a different type of paper, but I put that kind of like right over in here. Scrunch that up right in there. And then I have a butterfly on here. You guys could use any little thing that your heart desires to decorate yours. But I am going to use the same thing that I used on the other ones. That way I don't have to do too much thinking. I've already thought it out. So these are just gonna kind of go into place as the ones before for me. And because I'm using different little things, I still get the essence of variety. And then down here in the corner, I added a little piece of lace. I'm gonna just do if I'm gonna do this, I have to get scissors. I will be right back, guys. All right, I'm back with some scissors. So I'm just going to take a cute little piece of this right here. I absolutely love this trim, and I don't have too much, so I do kind of hoard this one a little bit. I'm just going to add a little piece over here in the corner just to give that a little. And then I did take some twine. And I'll come back and do that at the end, but I'm going to go ahead and punch my little hole here so it can be ready for when I come back with my twine later. Make sure you get this glued to where you want it. All right, and we're going to, and I'm trying to glue it to the wrong side. Add a little bit more glue there. Okay, and now we're just going to set that one to the side. For myself personally, I might go back and do a little sewing later, but that would be something that is optional, so I'm not going to do it here with you guys, but I will show you this one, how I did add a little bit of sewing there. And if you're going to glue these down to something else, it doesn't matter what this looks, excuse me, but if you don't like that look, of course, then don't sew it. Okay, so let's move on. And let's go ahead and put this washi tape back in. And now we are working with browns. So let's see what kind of, oh, I see this one. I think that's sweet right there. And let's see, did I want to go back and add that? Yeah, I could go back and add that somewhere, or I can use that for something else later on. All right, so with this one, let's just go ahead and get a little ink here. I absolutely love the little things that you can get from Temu. Sometimes the paper quality is not that great, but it's okay for the price that you pay for it. You know, so really, you really can't complain when you're paying so little for stuff. All right, so we're just gonna pop that down, and basically, again, it's more like an assembly line. The one thing I am going to do is, just for the sake of time, I'm not going to dig out a bunch of stamps or whatever. So I'm going to use the same little stamp for each and every one of them. Just put that there. Now I can glue this down. Another piece of little washi tape down here. And I'm glad I can find projects to use my little washi tape, because I got so much of it and I hardly ever use it. So this is perfect for it, actually. Okay, so now we need a little piece of this paper here. You can choose to ink this up, or you don't have to ink it up. I'm not going to worry about inking mine today. Yeah, but you can choose to do what you like. And let's see, what can we find here? I think this cute little yellow butterfly with some brown ink will work just fine for this one. I'm going to get that on there. Guys, I don't have my glasses with me. Are you guys surprised? Are you surprised that I don't have my glasses with me? If you've been here on this channel, I know you're not surprised at all. Let's see. So we're going to just take a little bit of this lace. Let's go ahead and just get a piece of this lace and cut it off, since we're going to be using that. That way I don't have to keep bringing that over here. And we're just going to put a little piece of lace over here in the corner. And if you're using like a thicker lace, of course, you're going to probably want to go back and make sure that this gets stuck down. That's why I went back with the stitching to make sure that that got, you know, stayed in place. My glue will hold it, but, you know, if you don't have the glue that I have, then you might want to. All right. And this would also be pretty. I'm looking at, I have got some gold leafing over here. That would be very pretty with some gold leaf as well. Okay. But I think these are so cute and just very, you know, a little different than your normal ticket shape, and my fingers are more sticky than my glue is apparently today. So let's just sit that one to the side. And it turns out that I glued the wrong side down, so you might want to make sure you're gluing your right sides. Let's go ahead and stick this one with a little, and set that one to the side. And let's move on. Okay. And this one was a little big, so we're gonna, I'll actually have my scissors with me. Okay. Like I said, it's very difficult sometimes to ink the paper that you get from Temu. It's so cute, but it's really, you know, some of the paper is really flimsy. Okay, so we've got another pink one. So let's do a different kind of pink with this, or pinky looking color with this one. That's a little bit too far up. I don't want it to go over the little crease. Okay. Tuck that back. All right, guys, since this is kind of the same thing, I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me do each individual one. I will do them on camera, but I will speed through it. That way, you know, you guys can, you know, see me doing it, but it's not going to be to where you have to wait for me to do it. Okay, guys, now I went and got my cording, and so basically we're just going to add a little cording to the little holes that we popped in earlier, and then we're going to call it a day. Let's go ahead and bring back the ones that we are working on. I actually am going to go back through and pop them with a bigger hole. The hole that I was using, that I used on the first one, was quite bigger, and I think that'll be easier for me to try to thread these things through because I don't have time, nor do I want to have to deal with the extra. So we're just going to go back through and make bigger holes instead. I've got to really have a steady hand with this, especially since I don't have my glasses on. See, maybe it'd be easier to, yeah, see it from the back side where it's not crowded with all of the other busyness going on. Oh, this one didn't even have one in it, so that's perfect. All right, and there is that done. Let's set that to the side, and we're just gonna go ahead and pop some cordage in here. Not really sure how long I cut these, the other ones, but I'm pretty sure not very long. And so I need 9. And I'm just gonna get like a little assortment. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we need 4 more really quick. All right, and that should do it. And basically what we're doing is just gonna take these, fold it in half, push this one through, and I think I had that correct. Let's see if I want it going through that way or not. No. So we are going to push the loop through from the front to the back. So the little loop part is going to go in through the front. Then we're going to take our tails and put it through the hole and pull. All right, just like that. You can go back and trim those down to your liking. I'll probably go back and trim those later, but I'm not going to worry about it on camera. And so basically we're just going to do that to all of them real quick, and then that will be the end of the project. All right, guys, so I went ahead and kind of cleared up the desk really quick. So I am going to show you what we made today. I think these are super cute. They can be mass made very easily and very cheaply. If you don't have the little things that I have, of course, you can just use little pieces of paper that you tear out with little images on it or whatever. But I think these are so stinking cute. These would be pretty to put on little gift, like as gift tags as well. I think these are adorable. But anyway, let's see what we got. And oh, that's so cute. Toward the end, I went ahead and just used this little trim here because I was having some issues with that trim. Oh my God, they're so cute. Oh, very, very adorable. These are adorable, stinking adorable. Yes, these would be beautiful to add to like a little gift, and then put your name or whatever and who it's to on the back. I think that is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. But anyway, guys, that's our project. Of course, this is the original one. If you want to add like some lace, I mean, not some lace, but some stitching to it, that's also an option. But that is our project for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you love it. And if you do, give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be alerted for when I bring you the next video. All right, guys, until the next one. Bye.